video again is out to show you many images from today. I've had hundreds coming through, and I will continue to show these truthful photographs proving there has been a change. The skies have changed completely, and we will continue to show these photographs because I believe it is very important. So to all of you, please again just keep safe and big respect, and let's go and head on to these images. Here we have these first photos on this archive, and I just want to explain this, and I've explained it many times as well. On this photograph again from the USA, you can see, can't you, this X in the sky with this pink haze reflection coming in from Johnny 3D. Now look to the right hand side, we see this haze. Now we know full well now what these are. We've seen these in many photographs. But to the left side we've got the area of the sun. Please, I urge you to remember the skies from the past. And I'm thinking back now to the early 1990s. We never saw this. We never saw this pink reflection. Now, on an evening sundown, we do get a red reflection from the sun that's cutting through the atmosphere there. Underneath we see that reflection on them cloud formations. But this is completely different. This pink haze shouldn't be here, but it is, and it's coming from another object. Now let's move to another image from this fantastic man. We are even getting many photos as well from an area called Pittsburgh. Now Pittsburgh has been hammered just like any of all other areas around the earth. Now look at this image. Again, this was taken moments just afterwards. And this is a serious matter, isn't it? And we do need to try and get this information out so government start taking notice that people can see what's going on. So thank you for these two attachments and keep safe. As I've said before, this has happened many times. I've just got now another few more attachments from Johnny 3D. Now this guy is out all the time. He's out early hours, right through the day to the evening, taking images. Now on the screen is completely different, isn't it? We're seeing that pink haze and we're seeing another colour below on the horizon. Other chem planes, dark skies, huge different reflections that are coming through. It is again becoming much more serious, and something will happen. I can just see it. When you notice different photographs through the different videos and get used to these changes, and I mean you really do get used to this, you can see a build-up, and this build-up is becoming much more evident. Let's move to the next image. Here is another photo. As the sun was rising, there's this strange chem formation. Now we saw this chem formation on another photograph on another video just recent. We saw a pink haze reflecting off it. This is indeed genocide. Something is going down, and they don't want us to see the truth, because all this aluminum is harming everything on the land. This red also reflections of dark shadows as well that you can see here. It's far too dark on the land when we see this white light reflector. Now what is important to understand as well when we go through these videos is to let you know that these photographs again are so recent. They're being taken right now as we speak. They come through this time of the evening here in the UK. Okay, the time now is 21:58, so I'm making this video at this time just to let you and make sure you're aware of that. And these images have come in just seconds ago. So over there in them skies in the USA and other parts of the world, there is a huge difference. Look on the screen. Now the skies are so unnatural. Now, if you take note, okay, to the morning skies, can you see the lights? These people are so unaware walking past on the street. They are so dumbed down to the propaganda, news media, weather channel lies. They state that everything's fine, but you look up, you can see that everything on the screen is unnatural, even to the horizon, the different colours. Something big will happen in our lifetime. So thank you again, Johnny 3D, as they continue to smokescreen our skies, chem lines, a big haze. They will do this. Many emails coming through saying they can't. They can't spray all of the sky. Well, I'll tell you now, if they want to hide a lie that they've been continuing to tell for far too long, indeed, they will do it. They will go to any lengths to carry on hiding what is to come. Let's move on to other images, and thank you for your respect. Okay, we've got this absolute clear image that's live. It's just come through moments ago as we've just been speaking, from Fred Williamson from Los Angeles. He's making his way home, but he's took this image using his mobile phone. But again, can you see that reflection here? All this again is very unnatural. People driving their cars are totally unaware that there's been a big change. There's been a big change all across the world. People talk about the Mandela effect as well. And I mean, there's lots of things that have indeed changed. It is a serious situation. And these lines in the skies are showing as well that they're hiding something. They're hiding the change. They really are. So now I'm going to move on to another attachment. But again, Fred, thank you for this, because you're seeing and also showing the truth. We've got other fresh images coming in from the north of the USA as well. And this chap here, Roland, is constantly taking images, and he sees the difference. Now, he's a new member of our community, and he has been seeing the videos, been noticing those changes, and he's taken a look for himself. Whilst driving, he's pulled up and noticed these lines in the skies. We know what they are, and we know what they're hiding. We can see those different colours. It isn't stopping, isn't it? It is truly carrying on right to the end. And again, as I said before, the changes are here. Moments later, taking another image, we got different formations of clouds that are moving across the sky strangely in front of the area of the sun down. Can you see these lines? And also here we've got these other strange formations produced by HAARP. Now, I'm going to continue to show these images because again, it is indeed a difference. We're not seeing any natural clouds anymore. Even these here to the left side, it's all chemtrails. It's all manipulation to hide the truth. Every single day. And still, people are not looking up. Okay, now we've got these other attachments coming again from Johnny 3D. This chap is totally aware of what's going on. He's taken images. And on this screen, we've got this strange rainbow effect cutting through with all these chemtrails. Now this reflection is from another object that's made its way into our solar system, and that orange haze as well has been reported by many people of that sunrise. To the left side we're seeing a strange colour to the northeast skies, and people are continuing to send in reports, emails, photographs, and they're very worried about this because they're heavily chemtrailing that area. But these reflections are still in our skies. Let's move to the next attachment. This is Johnny 3D's next image, and stating what he's saying as well, it is very strange. Look at that reflection. Can you see the chemtrail? Now, why chemtrail over that reflection? Well, I'll tell you why. In my opinion, the reason why they do this, and we do see that reflection only when there's a chemtrail in front of it, is because there's a reflection from another object that's coming in. Now, if those chems weren't there, I do believe we would see something. And we will see that something in our future. Now, it's about time, as I said before, that we make a stand to this situation. Let's move to the next image. Now, we've got this next attachment that's very similar to the other attachment, but you can just see this object that's rising a bit higher in the skies. And this is getting stronger, this rainbow effect, reflection that's behind those chem lines. They're purposely put there to hide the truth. This has nothing to do with, as I said before, geoengineering. Because again, many populated areas, big cities, are being hammered by chemtrails. Why do they need to geoengineer them areas? Well, they should be geoengineering Africa, other places where they have problems with no rainfall. They should be looking after them areas. But they're spending trillions upon trillions of dollars spraying the wrong areas. So we've got to ask ourselves a question and think out the box that this is a cover-up, a huge problem. Let's go to the next image. Okay, we've got another image that's come in from Brittany Cosio. Now this kind person as well is seeing the truth. This image just come in 5 minutes ago, and speaking to other people around that area, they look up to the skies and say they can't see anything. They think everything is just normally fine. They think that this is normal, just a genuine cloud. And when we look at these, as this kind subscriber states in her email as well, saying that she'd been studying the skies for over 2 years and been noticing this, but to her disbelief when speaking out, people just look and shrug it off. And this is how people have been controlled. This is how the news media have been pulling the wool and lying all the time. They don't say anything, do they, about this? Speaking out to news media, speaking out to other people, but still nothing's being said, and people do indeed turn away from the truth. We have these fantastic attachments as well coming in from Paula J from Florida, and on the photograph people again state that this is normal, but we can clearly see, when you look into the photograph very carefully, you can see the truth. You can see what they're doing, and again, this isn't our sun. It's completely different. The wrong colour, and this fluorescent light colour in the sky, dark blue skies. Can you see this other dark shade here around this strange formation? Now this is what I call them now. I call them strange formations because I believe, hand on heart, they're not clouds. These are fake, and they're produced to cover the truth. Now these chemicals as well, when they move towards the area of this reflector, it shines brighter through these cloud formations, and I believe this is part of it. Chemical reaction to make you think that that is our sun that's becoming bright. But I do believe as well that behind this reflector is our true, real sun. Now, the sun we know is a long way away, but this reflector is above our Earth's atmosphere. Look at the chem lines as well. And when you do see these chem lines in front of this object, they become very bright, and it causes the light to shine brighter. It really does, and it's so important to observe this, because again, studying these chemtrails and looking at the photographs, picking up the differences, is showing that there is indeed something going on. Look at the dark spots here. Now this area is supposed to be our sky. Look how deep blue these colours are here as well. It is getting stranger, isn't it? Are we seeing our real sky? What is going on? There's a huge cover-up. We know this. Let's move on to the next attachment. Now Paula sent this image in through the same day. Now this again just come in very recently, and I have spoke to a couple of people here in the UK about these photographs, and they say as well that something is wrong. There is a problem. Now, looking back, as I said before, from the 1960s, no way were these clouds in our skies. Now, look at this chem line here. This is all produced by HAARP, chem pilots spraying very hard, and they seem to think that humanity are falling for this. Look at all this here down on the horizon. Different forms of chemicals. No natural cloud formations. And indeed our skies are being polluted by this. And all they're doing, okay, all they're doing is covering up the truth. They don't want you to see those beams of light coming from the area of the sun reflecting different colours, because people will indeed look up. We've already seen the sun beaming different lights in the past, these colours, these reflections. We've seen deep yellow colours. We've seen orange, strange colours coming through from other objects reflecting, and red as well. And when you've awoken to the truth, indeed, it is becoming stranger. Now, people say as well, and it's been written down, that we are entering a different part in our solar system. We are moving to different areas, and we're picking up different colours. But what is really happening is we've got other objects that are reflecting in our skies. Now, can you see this photograph as well? Indeed, it is very strange. We've got this orange haze that's coming through, another colour. We've got the area of the sun and it's red. This image has just come through today, and places like Singapore and them areas across the world are starting to see that red object again. No, the thing is, it is nothing to do with any sandstorm. There's been no reports of a sandstorm. Just seeing this again is astonishing. With this last attachment that Paula sent in as well, she looked to the northeast skies and noticed, okay, these cloud formations, but behind the cloud formations, as the sun was looking white like a reflector in the sky to the other side, she spotted and noticed this strange yellow-orange reflection cutting through. And she stated as well, it didn't look like a cloud formation. It was strange the way it was shaped. Look at the colours here and here. Now, if there was something that was reflecting properly through the skies, you would pick up the same colour on these cloud formations. Indeed, we've noticed this many times in different photographs, and we're going to continue to keep showing. Thank you for these photographs, and let's move on to other people's attachments. We've just had another photograph just been sent in by Johnny3D. This man is out now taking photos, and he states as well, the skies have changed. He is so fully aware of what's going on, and he knows that something will go down. He is and has been preparing for a long time. He's kitted himself out, and he's hoping, like on the email he stated, that many should do this now. It is time to prepare, because it has got worse. This is truly going down, and still the members of public are being unnotified about the truth, and the government are preparing. They will be preparing, because the more we see these strange skies, the more things are becoming a lot more serious. Let's move to the next image. This next photo is brand new. It's just come in as well from Scorp Target from Massachusetts, and just like the image we saw just recently on another video coming in from Nathan from Detroit, indeed the skies, again the cloud formations, everything is changed. I mean, looking back, again as I said, please, and I mean this, to remember the past skies. Remember those normal cloud formations, remember the colour of the sun, and I mean, look at this. This is, again, a huge separation that's lingering up there in the skies from chem planes. But here as well is another formation that's come through. Other chemicals. Something else is covering up our skies. There is other technology, and is this new technology from us? There's something else that's helping them. There must be. I mean, it's covering the whole of the area of different higher populated areas. Look at the colour as well, this orange haze. Just another fantastic image, and thank you for this. This is another image that's come through as well, where you can see again chem lines, this strange formation. I mean, this is one huge chem that's just opened up through the skies. Now, can you remember about 2 years ago we saw those lines, but it wasn't as bad as this. They couldn't do this. So again, they're using more advanced technology to be able to spread these out much quicker as well. They move across the sky a lot quicker than they have been doing. Look at this white reflection coming through. This is not from the sun. This is like a huge fluorescent light source. It is strange. It's getting stranger. Dark skies, I mean, but still people are in their houses, in their cars, on the way to work, on buses, transportation, walking around, and they've got their eyes fixed down. Here is another photo that's come in from Doug Miller from New Jersey. Now, he states as well, also in his email, this is happening every day. He sees this, and still his work colleagues are not looking up. No one is looking up. They all think again when he speaks to other people that this is just natural. People would never dare think that the government would do this to us. Look at these lines again in the skies. The different colour that's coming through. No natural clouds. It's all chems. A big cover-up. So thank you again for this attachment, and please, Doug, please keep safe. We've even got attachments that come in from Lowlang 1111 from the Gulf of Mexico. He's seeing this. It's being spread everywhere. This is solid proof that this is, again, a huge agenda. Look at the colours, the strange lines, again, before this object's rising, and chemicals. Let's move to the next attachment. This is another photo as well that's come in from the same person. They're seeing this every day. They're seeing no clouds, no genuine natural clouds in their skies. Our blue skies are being destroyed. Look at this. All of this is unnatural. But what I've noticed on these photographs, okay, just before this area that we see this colour of the pink haze and this area of this reflector, look closely. Can you see this green strange colour that's coming through? This glow here and about here, this area here. Now, when I said about seeing different colours beaming through from the sun, I meant what I said. And on the photograph, we are starting to now see different colours, and they hide this. Every time we try and catch a different colour in the skies, they're working very hard to cover it. So thank you for these two fantastic attachments. Now, I just want to point out something, okay? Now, I've noticed, whilst going through this archive, there's two people from different parts of the world that have never met each other. Okay? It's so important to understand this part. Now, this lady that sent this in is called Nanette Harmon, and she states on her email, weird blue skies. She's stating as well that the sky seems to be very strange looking. Let me just show you the email that was sent in by this kind person. Now, I hope you can see this because sometimes it can get blurry, the writing, but again, it's important to show you this. This is Nanette Harmon's email. You'll see in the picture, you'll see what she's wrote here as well in the email, weird blue skies. This image was taken just about 2 hours ago, okay? And what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to show you the next person's photograph of what she's stating as well. Now, this is the next image, okay? And it states in the email as well that never seen skies of this strange blue colour before. And indeed, it is looking stranger, isn't it? It's lighting up as well. Early hours of the morning where it should be still dark, and then becomes darker again. What is going on? because we've got other reflections, other colours beaming off other heavenly bodies, and it's becoming stranger and stronger. Now I try to open an email as well to explain of the strange blue skies from another subscriber, but I'm having some trouble, but I will get back to that. So I'm going to continue showing these different images. Now I've got some attachments that's coming in again from Brittany Corso from New York City. Can you see again this strange harp cloud? Look at these formations, and this again indeed is a reflector. Look how dark the sky is for 11 AM. So strange, but again people are getting so used to this difference. Let me move to the next attachment. Here we have this next astonishing true photograph. All the photos that come in are true and show the strange colours. Now, when you do see this reflector in the skies, for about 11:30, 12:15, please look again on the horizon. We're seeing this orange-yellow tinge, a different colour of our real sun that's dimming. Now, what I believe as well in this photograph is, see this blue colour? It isn't the sky. I believe again that they're using other chemicals to fool the public to thinking this is our skies on the horizon. It's not. It's a huge blanket of chemicals. Again, look at these chemtrails, and again look at these shadows. It is a huge cover-up from the horizon right through. But we get these other objects reflecting through this cover-up, like you see of this strange colour here. They can't hide the colours and reflections. I mean, this photograph is absolutely crazy. I mean, I believe that all of you are looking at it now and you're thinking, what is going on? Because again, it is, and it has become a lot worse through the years. We've got other fantastic images that come through from King Knight. Now this kind subscriber as well is showing that reflector. Can you see again, as I said earlier on, that these chems beam off more light to make this object look brighter? Can you see these lines as well? Everything on the screen again is chems. It is totally disgusting what we're seeing in our blue skies now. Let me move to the next attachment because it's very interesting. Now what we're seeing on this photo as well is a reflection from something else. Yes, we see all this haze in the skies, black strange cloud formations are natural, all of it. And behind all this haze is a reflection from something. I don't know what it is, but it is clearly something that's behind it. Now if all this haze was gone, people would look up and see another object. Another fantastic photo. Here is another photo that's just come in moments ago, seeing this reflector. I mean, looking at the older skies in the past, and now we look at this photograph. I'm so shocked that people are not looking up now. The members of the public around the world, please, they need to start to have a gaze at their natural skies and seeing what is going on. This again indeed is not our sun. Look at the dark blue surrounding areas. Look at these other lines. Everything you see again is chemicals. The natural trees are not getting the right light source from our natural sun because our natural sun is dimming. It's got darker, and we can see that strange colour from below on the horizon from the real sun. So sad, but so true. But thank you for this photo. This is this kind subscriber's last image. We can just see that halo very clear. And look at the corners here. I mean, it is so obvious what they're doing now. I mean, look at the colour. This surrounding blue colour on the edge as well. It is not our natural colour of the sun. Look at this dark shadow to the left side, and it is all a haze. Every single photograph, again, we're seeing no natural cloud formations. Here's the next genuine photograph. I mean, it speaks 1,000 words. Look on the screen to the right and left on the horizon, it's chemtrails. But most importantly, as clear as day as we can see, it's a huge reflector. It isn't our sun. There's a big difference now. What we're seeing on the screen as well, if you look clearly, we're getting corners. We're picking up the shape here now. There's a haze, too far much of darkness in the sky, and again, it is becoming stranger. So thank you for this genuine photograph. Now, this is the other email that came through. Now, you saw that other email that I explained with that photo of the strange skies. Now, this other person is from another part of the world, and I will show you the email now, but you can clearly see that orange haze. She's very worried about this. No birds, no wildlife, just a strange colour that she's noticed and hasn't noticed this in the past. Here is the email as well to prove to you that these people don't know each other. They're from different parts of the world. This is from Stephanie Moore, and she states in an email, I see the changes. I am scared because I don't know what is happening. When I first saw it, it was very light and did not cover much of the horizon. Now it covers half of the horizon. I never seen such the sun this morning. It was just an orange glow. Just like that orange glow that we saw 16th of October of this year. Now, these people are genuine. They're sky watchers. They're out all the time. And these are genuine images. I'm going to now leave you with this attachment that's coming from Joseph from Alabama. And on the photograph, he states as well, you can see this. Around about 10 a.m. in the morning. Look on the ground. Can you see the different colour? Remember the past skies, okay? It's so important to remember those skies from the past. Seeing this shadow is a lot different as the area here is dimming. Look at this other dark shadow that's travelling with it. This is indeed a reflector. And everything you see again is chems. They try and fool the public every day. So I'm going to go now. I will produce another video